Hello guys, if you are planning for the interview and you have an experience, then this interview question is very important for you. Just after the introduction, this is the only question which interviewer will ask in the interview. So the question is basically explain your project architecture. So there are some points to remember while giving that interview. So there is a first point, if you can see, it's a project overview. And this project overview is very important. It's a first point you should give as a very positive manner. So there is a you just add some points in the project overview, like briefly describe the project. So basically, whatever that application being used, what is the application, who is the client, and that you need to explain that in our project. So what is the purpose and goals for the system, and also who are the end user for this. So for example, if I add for the project overview, so like our project is an e-commerce web application that allows users to browse products, add items to the cart, and make payment securely. The goal is to provide a faster and user-friendly online shopping experience. So this is just simply project overview you can add in the interview. So the second point is here, it's tech stack. So what are the technologies you use there in your application? So that you need to mention. So there are the some steps like which how we can mention that technology. So there will be the front end, back end, database, and other tools also there. So just you can mention like a front end like a React, Angular, or a Vue.js, which technology is used. Also for the backend Node.js or a Spring Boot, like a database MySQL or a Postgre, and other tools like for Kafka, RabbitMQ. So these things which can come in the tech stack, so that you can mention in the interview. For example, for that interview, you just mention like we use a React for the front end, Spring Boot for the back end, and MySQL as a primary database. For caching, we used Redis, and for message processing, we used Kafka, and that is integrated in an application. So this way, you can add a tech stack for your particular project. And the third point is here like a architectural pattern. So the architectural pattern is your project architecture, like how it is managed, like it is a monolithic or a microservices or it's event driven. And if there is another points are comes like it's a layered MVC or clean architecture. So these are the points you need to keep in mind when filling to the interview. So the example if I give for this, like our system follows a microservice architecture where each service handles a specific responsibility, such as user management, orders, and payments. These services communicate via REST APIs and Kafka message queues. So this is the simple way you can give the answer for this architectural pattern. And next, it is a fourth point is a deployment and DevOps. And this is the last stage of your application when application completes, how you are deployed that application and how you are delivering the work. So this is the things you can just mention, like how is the system deployed, which CI/CD pipelines tools you used, and is there any scaling mechanism. So that points you need to keep in mind. So there is a example like we used Docker and Kubernetes for a containerization and automatic scaling. The application is deployed on AWS with auto scaling enabled, and CI/CD pipelines handle automated builds and deployments. So this is the very simple answer for this DevOps and deployment process. And these are the four things you need to add in our project architecture interview question. So step by step, if you are going, so that will be the best good impression will be impact, and this will help for interviewer as well to understand that concepts and your project architecture. And this way you can just mention that project architecture question answer to that interviewer. So that is about that video, and please like and subscribe this channel.